All right, welcome back. It's Lord Brock again, as you can see, and I'm doing more reaction videos, even though I said I wouldn't. Here we are, right? There's a lot of stuff, so I don't really use streaming services anymore, right? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I use freemovie.com. So it's like I go in there and I do those, and it's like I'm kind of out of the loop. I pay for like I do YouTube Premium, so I don't get no commercials. So I literally have to go and seek out commercials. It's like a novelty thing to me now because I hate them. But you know, so what I'm gonna do? So that's what I'm doing now. Is I'm doing a bunch of stuff that I would like to see. The Disney stuff was there because I'm like, oh, let's see whatever, right? But this is something I want to see. I enjoyed WandaVision. I, I might be one of those few people who did. I really enjoyed it, start to finish. I loved it. It was a great time for me. I enjoyed it. Right, Agatha, ah, it was a minor part for me. Didn't really care here or there. You know, it was like, oh, well, Agatha all along. Like, okay, yeah. And I'm like, oh, Agatha Harkness. I know that person. And yada yada. But it really did amount to nothing. You know, at the end of the day. So, so, but they got the Hagatha all along. So I don't know why they would make a show out of her. Unless you're introducing new characters. But then again, I don't know. So this will be my first time actually seeing this. So let's jump right into it, right? So let's go. Let's see what we be doing here.
Hagatha,
Who's been messing up everything?
She's so hot.
the covenless witch.
It's been Hagatha all along.
No.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but to me, she is a hot white woman. My God. I don't know what it is about her, but golly. Like her and who's the other one? They're just goddamn hot to me. Her and Sandra Bullock. I have no idea, but Jesus Christ, girl. Do it.
What really happened to you?
Seekest thou the road to all that's foul and fair?
She took every little bit of power I had.
Gather sisters far.
I'm assembling a coven. We gotta get back on top. I'm gonna walk the road. Join me.
Darkest hour, wake thy power, earthly and divine.
The Witch's Road will give you the thing you want most. If you make it to the end. The road is a death wish.
Heard you guys were having a party.
What's up?
Hey. Shall we?
It will test us and our knowledge of the craft.
We don't even know what we're up against.
Our worst nightmares.
How do we pass this trial without any power?
We survived, like witches have been doing for centuries.
What happens next?
I just need these witches to get me to the end.
The bodies are really piling up.
Why do you let them believe those things about you?
Because the truth is too awful.
I want my prize!
Time to finish the road.
Last one there is a nice person.
Follow me, my friend, to glory at the end.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Yeah, I'm not hating on it. It wasn't bad. I do see like a lot of girl boss stuff going on, but I don't think it's like aggressive in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like there is a place for that type of shit, and this is seems to be it here. You know, you talk about witches and covens, and like, oh, well, that's what I think of. You know, so yeah, let's go. I'm all for it. Let's see what happens. I will say that after watching the trailer, I am less interested in what's going on. I am less interested. I will say, if the boy there is Warlock, if you're, I don't know if you guys like read the comics or whatnot. something I've been really like excited for since like WandaVision. Since WandaVision came out, something I've been really excited for is the Young Avengers. Is one of my favorite comics. Them and they did the Runaways, but that shit was so trash that I could not I couldn't sit through it. I couldn't do it. It wasn't good. Even the Runaway comics have like their little issues here and there, but for the most part, it's like a good run. It's a good little run of comics. And the Young Avengers are definitely. I followed them since they started. When they first started, I'm like, oh, what are these guys? You know, and I'm like, I was really interested. So I'm kind of excited to see them in the MCU. They got everybody there. They have, if they don't have everybody, they have what's necessary for everybody to be there. You know what I mean? They had King. I don't know what they're going to do. They say they got rid of him, but you never know with these people. I hope they did. I liked his plot. I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people like, oh, like a lot of people didn't like Ant-Man Quantumania, and I enjoyed Ant-Man Quantumania. I did. I thought it was fun. So, you know, I guess we'll see. It's certain. I will say in Ant-Man Quantumania there were some things I didn't like, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, and that's my metric for movies is if it's entertaining, even if it's an agenda to it. If it's entertaining, I can look past it. You know what I mean? If it's entertaining, I can definitely look past it. If it's not entertaining and insulting, sometimes this woke stuff can get like kind of insulting. You know, like it's almost like, oh damn, we're not allowed to enjoy it because we're men, and that is a little. This is disheartening. You know, because I'm a big fan. I've been a lifetime fan. My mom is what got me into comics. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, it is a little hard to see that like the same people that you love and like you try to kind of support it all this time are like looking at you like, we don't want you as our consumer. That does suck a little bit, but you know, I'm here. And I'm pretty sure they're going to follow where the money go. So that's how this shit works, unfortunately. Even for this woke stuff, it's just how it works. It's what it is. I didn't mean to go to a whole rant about woke and shit and all that, but I do think that at this point, I did watch like 3, 4, 5 videos, and I mentioned like how I'm not going to talk about it. That at this point, I think I might have to just write down a whole little script and talk about it, because it is. I think it's a detriment to the art. You know, it's a detriment to the art. If you want a message, if you want a positive message of about like equality and all that shit and inclusiveness, do it within the context of a good story. You know what I mean? Don't be like, oh well, the message is what we should be following, and we should support it for the message, despite the bad product. You know what I mean? So that is a big thing for me. It's a big thing. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. But that looked good. That looked interesting. Like I said, it did leave me less interested after seeing the trailer. But I like her. I think she's hot. I liked her charisma in WandaVision. So here we go. So that's the end of this video. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I like just listen to some nobody rant about nothing with like some of the easiest content to make on the fucking internet. But I appreciate you guys listening to me, you know. And you know, as normal, you don't gotta like, you don't gotta subscribe. Just be my friend. Just love me. Love me like you love your family members. Okay, that's all that I want. If you could just love me, like I don't know.